Today is May 8th, 2026. It is 3:45 a.m. This is video number 2. Video number 1 was on PYTE on Happy Team Sussex, talking about things that was happening in the US. Alright, so here we're gonna focus on hopefully heavy Meghan and Archie kind of topic. Let's go on X. That was the last tweet on my last video. First tweet, okay? Nobody. Royal expert Palmolive, quote, "To the chagrin of monarchies, Harry and Meghan are doing fine. They've got plenty of money. They're getting what they want." Alright, so I don't know what they're saying. The royal rats, the leftovers, are saying about Harry and Meghan. Alright, they didn't like that. There's that, yep. And therein lies the problem. They want them broken, poor, and as miserable as certain members of that family. When they say they won in such a defeated tone, they only prove they turned Harry and Meghan into a rivalry that was never mutual. It was entirely one-sided and reveal how some British media journalists have developed a vindictive, parasocial attachment to a family that only values them when they are useful. And Harry is eating a plate full of steak. There's a laugh. Here, the monarchists just have to eat humble pie. They want to believe their own fan fiction is so bad, but facts are facts. That is true. Alright, so I don't know what the others are saying, but the squad are talking. Next one. Alright. So I see the squad talking about this guy. What's his name? Pierce something. Alright. Meghan posts a birthday photo of her son. Cue the outrage. Meanwhile, the royal family PR machine shines out stage portrait daily, and that's dignified. The mask is off. You just hate her. GB News. Alright, so let's see here. What is he saying?
About that woman, Meghan Markle. She shared unseen photographs of Prince Archie to mark his 7th birthday. You must be thrilled.
Delighted, Andrew. This one's actually quite sweet. This is Prince Harry we're looking at with baby Archie on his chest with a little, blanket on him. And I will point out that a lot of men do these pictures now with their tops off. He's kept his top on, so we can be thankful for that, Andrew.
Mercifully.
He's not that attention-seeking.
No, mercifully. He probably considered it.
And the Duchess of Sussex has shared a rare glimpse into her family life in California. They're becoming less rare, though. They're not really rare anymore, are they?
Because she's desperate to make some money, because there's no more money to be made out of cashing in and exploiting and trading in on the royal family, who are trashed from high to high heaven.
I wonder if there's a little bit of a rift there between Meghan and Harry on this whole issue. I imagine Meghan would show their faces if it were up to her. I reckon Harry, with all his anti-media stuff, probably is the one saying, no, we can't. So she's pushing a little closer, isn't she?
She certainly is. Well, let's talk to the royal commentator, Richard Palmer. Richard, here we go again. This Meghan Markle woman who cleared off to America so she could be an ordinary private citizen, yet again trying to...
There it is again about the private thing. Meghan told us she never talked anything about privacy. Oh, what is wrong with these people? Let's continue.
Monetize her royal connection. Her son,
the hell?
who is a prince who's in line to the throne.
Yes, sixth in line to the throne, but unlikely ever to undertake official duties on behalf of whichever monarch is on the throne by the time he reaches 18 or 20, into his 20s, I'd say. I think it does irritate many people that you don't see their... Okay, you see Archie's face there when he's a tiny little baby, but in the last few years they've taken the view that they don't want to show their children's faces.
I wonder why. These people are talking as if they were not the problem. Why Meghan stopped showing the kids' face and pictures anymore? I wonder why. Oh, Jesus Christ. These people are really something.
Beatrice and Eugenie do it with their children as well, and I think the public get irritated by members of the royal family who want it always.
This is the way these people talk. If it wasn't for social media, we would never really get to the bottom of this. Maybe at some point we would have, but anyway. The way they're talking as if they're talking for the entire UK. There was that part. I don't want to rewind it.
I think the Duke and Duchess of Sussex would say that the reason they do it is that they are the most trolled couple in the world, and there are some sick people out there who, particularly now with AI, would make mischief with frontal pictures of their children, and you know, and I would say there's plenty of truth to that. There are people, actually quite cynical people, who make money out of doing YouTube channels suggesting that they're not really their children. And
well, including them, these guys who's talking right now, they're talking about Harry and Meghan. Aren't they monetizing their platform? Okay. When you watch the whatever it is that they're talking in right now, GB News, while they're talking about Harry and Meghan, what are the, how do you call this, the advertisement they put in their show? They're monetizing Harry and Meghan themselves.
You see similar people. You see people making similar unfounded claims about the Wales children as well. So I think you can understand it up to a point, but it just seemed weird that they want their children to be Prince and Princess HRHs in line to the throne. Have sort of kept open the possibility of them one day doing official royal duties.
The kids are still HRH. They are still princess and princes. They're still in line to the throne. So what is this guy talking about? Did I miss something?
Which, as I said, I don't think is going to happen. But then the public don't even see their children's faces.
Well, quite. Richard, how are they doing on the old business front? I'm just having a little browse of Meghan's as ever sort of gift shop that she's got online.
Well, for that response, this guy knows the exact same thing that I know. Nothing. Unless if Harry and Meghan put it out there for us.
Selling everything from candles to rosé wine and jams and spreads. Is that going great guns or less so? Any idea?
I think there've been ups and downs. I mean, I take a different view than I think a lot of royal reporters do in the national press at the moment. I think they're doing fine. I think they've got plenty of money, and to the chagrin of many monarchists, I think that they are sort of getting what they wanted, that sort of half in, half out, unofficially, way that the late Queen said they couldn't have. So I think the demise of their Netflix deal, while the deal has changed and is not as lucrative, they're still doing work with Netflix and other TV channels, TV streamers.
Yeah, so the only one that was really successful was the one where they dished the dirt, wasn't it? And made all sorts of allegations. Richard, we're going to have to leave it there, but thank you very much, royal commentator Richard Palmer there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tiring. What is that? That's the same, there's the B here, the B word, who's stalking and following my Harry and Meghan fan account on TikTok. She recently had a baby, but yet she still finds the time to obsess over other people and their children instead of taking care of her own. Baggage forgot. I don't know who she is. Your parasite tabloid vultures truly sick my stomach. May your venom bite you from the inside out. Just baggage forgot. Let's move on. I think this tweet is making reference to that same guy again. This one, Pierce something. It's 25 seconds. This is the puffy face a-hole who went on a psychotic rant on Meghan for posting her children's pictures on Archie's birthday. He came across crass, aggressive, and completely unprofessional. His mom didn't love him. He's full of hate. He hates women. All right, 25 seconds.
As journalist Andrew Pierce recently found out, not all family reunions are like the tear-jerking scenes we love to see on screen.
Now, almost 50 years after his biological mother left him in a children's home, just weeks after he was born, Andrew decided it was the right time to finally track her down.
What followed was an extraordinary set of twists and turns, leading him on a journey across the UK to find answers he desperately wanted.
And as he opens up about the story in his new...
As journalist Andrew Pierce recently found...
So they left him and his children home? Well, I would have said, okay, at least he made something of himself. But yet, this is what he's doing, trashing someone else who's trying to make a living. All baggage for God. Maybe the mother. You know what? Let me not go there. Okay, watch this space. He will start getting sick soon. He does look unwell, or is it just his vile demeanor? Unlike the rest of the royal kids, Archie and Lily aren't part of the media contract, where the media get to expose and exploit the other kids. As part of the contract, Meghan posts pics of her kids, just like many others do on social media. They can even exploit the other children. No one cares about them enough for it to make them money. OMG. He's had blonde streaks that he thinks is the 90s. Alright, he looks like the craftsman he is. I'll leave his issues alone. I don't even... The squad or something, they uncovered that video. It doesn't look old, but oh my god, this is long. Okay. The UK press want Harry and Meghan book so badly. The British media obsession with wanting Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex book needs to be studied, because who the F spent that much time counting another grown couple's pocket? Every other week it's one, they're running out of money, Harry's inheritance is drying up, they can't afford security, Netflix is done, they are desperate, BS, and honestly, it feels more like deflection than journalism, because right as stories start popping up about royal finances, suddenly the UK press runs back to their favorite distraction, Harry and Meghan's bank account. Now we're getting stories about how much tax the Prince of Wales pay, even though he's not technically required to pay income tax on duchy profits. Convenient timing, isn't it? Meanwhile, the actual financial structures tied to the monarchy barely get scrutinized with the same energy. The Duchy of Cornwall, the Duchy of Lancaster, public funding, private estate, royal wealth structures, most people still don't fully understand, but somehow the urgent story is always two people who no longer receive public funding. That's the part that kills me. Harry and Meghan left. They are not working royals. Oh my god, there's more. They are not funded by the sovereign grant, yet their finances get dissected more aggressively than the people still operating inside the institution itself. Why? Because Harry and Meghan are broke is sexier clickbait than asking uncomfortable questions about royal money. And speaking of finances, did the public ever get full transparency on who participated in funding Prince Andrew's settlement? Did we ever get a complete breakdown there? Or are we only supposed to obsess over Harry's inheritance while pretending other financial questions don't exist? The UK media keeps screaming that Harry and Meghan are irrelevant while building entire business models around them. At some point, y'all gotta pick a struggle. I'm surprised I was able to read this text. This is a decent size font. This will never happen, as these two people are hardworking and financial savvy. The Epstein class and their adjacent associates, it's what they do and have done since time immemorial to those they can't control, or worse, but God watch. Alright, let's go to the next one. Alright, Harry baby versus Archie. Baby pictures. So the squad were posting these about Harry and Archie. Remember this comparison from ENews about the resemblance between baby Harry and Archie? I wonder if they still look alike now that Archie is 7. Why is Archie grandfather still alive? Oh, please. These people. Do you think... Okay, people need to think for a few. If this was true... Okay, if this was true, don't you think Charles will have exploited that narrative so much that we will never hear anything negative about Charles? Because every time something would have popped up about Charles that he doesn't want people to know, they would bring this story up. They'll find a way to keep on repeating it over and over again. Please. All right, next tweet. Not Elle Magazine telling haters to fall back when it comes to the prince. What a birthday tribute. Quote, we congratulate Prince Archie of Sussex, growing up as part of a modern royal family, caught between tradition and a new sense of self, a new generation writing its own history. It's 12 seconds. Let's go over it really quickly. I'm pretty sure there's music. His little face looking at the cake. Elle Magazine, Germany, ate with this birthday tribute. I hope Meghan sees it. Congratulations to Prince Archie of Sussex, who is growing as part of the modern. Okay, the same thing is repeating. And they give credit to the picture. A sense of self, that may be stating it subtly, but that was strong message put out. Yep. They say baby boy will have his own identity and we stand. Beautiful. Yep. They say, so what if he's not riding around in gold carriages? Yep. They say, so what if he's not riding around in gold carriages? He's a modern royal treading his own path, and y'all will have to cope. Was not expecting this at all from Elle Magazine Germany. I think they are tired of seeing the hate these babies get, so kudos that they spoke out. Elle Germany's birthday wishes to Prince Archie is a powerful, well-defined statement, part of a modern royal family, caught between traditions and a new sense of self. Elle just ushered the Sussex family into the 21st century royal family. All right, let's go to the next one. David Attenborough. I think Harry sent a tribute. All right. Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, penned tribute to mark David Attenborough's 100th birthday on May 8th. Quote, at 100, Sir David Attenborough has spent a lifetime delivering us the fact with patience, honesty, and wonder. Okay. So that's from thetime.com. I'm not gonna read it. So did William post anything about him? Because I believe there were some issues, something they did together, and I think the kids, which one, the older one was with them. All right, 100 years, what a blessing. Incredible tribute by Prince Harry. It is so clear how much he adores and respects this man. I love this bit because it is so Attenborough. Happy birthday, David Attenborough. There's that. I'm not gonna read. You know what, for the sake. As we reflect on Attenborough's 100th birthday on May 8th, I find myself thinking less about the extraordinary scale of his work and more about the moment that revealed his humanity within it. The flashes of amusement when things went wrong, the unmistakable delight when an animal treated him not as a presenter but as part of the environment itself. Catching him off guard, interrupting the perfect narration, reminding us that nature cannot be scripted. Those moments always felt important because they reveal something deeper than expertise, genuine reverence and curiosity, and I suspect they brought him the greatest joy of all. Those were moments of feeling completely at one with the natural world, where the creatures he was studying treated him as one of their own. Perhaps the purest form of acceptance nature can offer. Wow, that was very nice. Wow, what a deeply thoughtful article. Describe Attenborough to on you or stumble on my videos by accident. Alright, this is the next tweet. OMG, just watch this official trailer of CookieQueens. It's delightful. The human stories and personalities in it are so heartwarming and charming. I can absolutely see why it's already won awards. Executive produced by Prince Harry and Meghan, the documentary is coming to theaters on August 7th. Alright, almost 2 minutes. Let's listen.
Does everyone know what upselling means? Okay. Guess what? It's Girl Scout cookie season! When you're selling Girl Scout cookies, you have to set your goals. My sister went to Europe, and that's where I'm going to.
Very good salesperson, Olive.
Oh, I'd like to be a Supreme Court justice.
Oh.
Every Girl Scout makes a goal and tries to accomplish it or go past it. Ah! Ow, that hurt. My goal is to get strong enough to pull that big wagon. I feel like everyone has like a place in the troop. We usually start with a snack and a friendship circle. I met my best friend while selling Girl Scout cookies. I want to be the top seller.
You have to beat your sisters.
According to the numbers, we're not doing so well. We can't. Just to buy some Girl Scout cookies?
You're so close to 10,000.
There's no stopping point. I'm your local cookie ninja. Please buy cookies or else.
Or else.
Now I feel threatened.
Have a nice day.
Or else. Let's go to the next tweet. Definitely that trailer, I cannot share it properly because of music and copyright. So now this is the news, and the US is talking about it. The Today Show chatted all things CookieQueens, only in theaters August 7. A minute and 47 seconds.
Next up, you know who I cover?
Who?
The Girl Scouts. We've got pop star exclusive sneak peek and a trailer, new documentary all about the intense world of cookie sales. Guys, these little girls don't mess around. Take a look.
Does everyone know what upselling means? Okay.
Idea.
Yes.
Yeah, that
It's
is
called
cute.
CookieQueens. Where do you
The
guys
future
land on
president.
the parents of Girl Scouts bringing those sheets into work and kind of doing the work for
they're
them?
so-
I
all over the
actually,
place.
you know what? That happens here, and I'm always very happy because then I can
easier.
get some.
Exactly.
Then-
You want
oh,
you want the girls to have to go out and ask an adult
I
or
was the worst at selling cookies. I'd be
Why?
like, so sorry to bother you. Do you want to
Is
buy a box
it
of
okay if you-
cookies? Please.
Yeah, but you did it.
Yeah.
I did it.
I don't know.
I'm a
I
Samoa.
think you should make the kids
I
get
agree.
out of their
I
comfort zone.
agree.
You go
We
knock
used to
on
go
the
door to
door.
door.
You sell the cookies.
When I was in the Girl Scouts,
Yeah.
we used to have to.
You guys
gotta
are bluebirds,
move the
right?
merch. We were Bluebirds.
We didn't do cookies and bluebirds.
We did we were campfire girls and bluebirds. We had candy, I think. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we'll get that in the next documentary.
No, really,
Cookie
it's
Queens is hitting theaters this summer.
about Bluebird
Sorry I
stories?
asked. Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you
All right, cool. Thanks for sharing. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Is that talking about it? No, this is virtual. Yeah, Cookie and Queen. All right, awesome. Congratulations, Alyssa Namias, Archwell Production, Roadside Attraction, Liongate Studios, and the babies, of course, CookieQueens. Can't wait. That's that. Looks so adorable with a little bit of a tribute to Stand By Me. All right, let's go to the next one. So this is JTB. I have 2 videos about JTB. The second one, I'm not sure if I shared it already, but I'll share it again. Or maybe it's the same thing. All right, so there's no caption, so let's listen. Almost 3 minutes.
If you're constantly asking what Prince Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, inspire beyond headlines, gossip, and tabloid outrage, here's your answer. There is an entire international organization mobilizing people around charity work, fundraising, volunteerism, and community service inspired by the Sussex family. The organization is called Sussex Community Events. And what they're doing right now specifically, in honor of Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, is supporting Kaboom through the global fundraising campaign running from May 5th to July 5th. Sussex Community Events isn't sitting online, posting fan edits all day. They organize actual service initiatives, charity campaigns, community outreach, fundraising drives, and volunteer efforts across different countries. Their entire message centers around community action and showing up and doing good. This current campaign is called Planting Seeds of Hope, and it's tied directly to Archie and Lilibet's birthdays. Now, let's talk about Kaboom for a second, because people should understand what this organization actually does. Kaboom is a nonprofit focused on ending what they call play space insecurity. They work with communities to build and improve safe playgrounds and play spaces for children, especially in underserved neighborhoods, where kids often don't have the safe spaces to play, learn, grow, and just be children. The mission makes perfect sense for a campaign honoring Archie and Lilibet because this is ultimately about children, community, joy, and creating healthier environments for families. And this isn't random. Harry and Meghan's Archwell Foundation has previously partnered with Kaboom before, including supporting community playground initiatives connected to healing spaces for children and families. So when people pretend the Sussexes have no positive impact, I look at things like this. I look at communities around the world organizing service projects in their honor. I look at fundraising campaigns for children. I look at volunteerism. I look at people channeling energy into helping others. And that is the kind of impact the Sussexes bring. So if you want to support something positive, go follow Sussex Community Events on Instagram and Twitter. Go learn about the work they're doing. And if you're able to, donate to Kaboom. and help support safe spaces for children to play, grow, and thrive. I'm using my platform to spotlight Sussex community events and the work they're currently doing with Kaboom, because organizations focused on helping children and strengthening communities deserve visibility. I've added a link in my link tree in my bio to Sussex community events, as well as the direct link where you can donate to Kaboom if you want to contribute. That's something worth getting behind. And that's the read. If you like your tea hot, share it, save your seat, and follow for more.
It's weird because I did not come across any of their thing, what they were doing for Archie's birthday. So I'm glad I post that. Alright, this is a great spotlighting and good reporting from JTB. I so wish that he, Wmen, and people like our RS will one day form a media group called Archwell Reporters, a counterpart against royal reporters, so they can challenge this carnival of so-called royal experts. That's a lot of work. Even that mediocre channel here that I'm doing, it takes a lot of time to keep up with all this information. Yes, it will be good. All right, there's some people who could do it, but I know it takes a lot of time. They're probably doing this on the, maybe it's the same thing, is it? The other one didn't have a caption. This one has. Let's see here. While people rage online about Harry and Meghan, at Sussex event is organizing global charity work for children in honor of Archie and Lilibet by supporting Kaboom, real community work. I think that's the same thing. Is it? Let me see.
What Prince Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, inspire beyond headlines, gossip, and tabloid outrage? Here's your answer. There is an entire international organization mobilizing people around charity work, fundraising, volunteerism, and community service inspired by the Sussex family. The organization is called Sussex Community Events.
Yeah.
And what they're doing right now...
It's the same thing. Let me pause for a second. It's the same thing. The other one did not have a caption and this one does. But same thing. Let's go to the next tweet. I'm glad I put it right after the other. Alright, so there's this here. Reality star Emma Thin is really trying to become Duchess Meghan's app. Who is she? Is that... There's a black Duchess somewhere in the UK or something. Is that her? Let me pause and look it up. Yeah, so that's her here. Okay, Emma Claire Thin, Marchioness of Bath, is a British socialite, model, and fashion icon. Okay, so that's who I was thinking of. Alright, I don't follow her. I don't know anything much beside what I just read. Is that a Musso, whatever, that guy from the Vogue? I can't stand him after I feel like he did that interview and threw Meghan under the bus, in my view. Alright, so there's that here. What is she trying to do? Let's see here. She can, though, at 40 and looking like that. I can't with the squad. They don't hold anything back. However, this is what I was thinking, but I didn't share it. I was thinking she's trying to break in the United States the wrong time with the Trump kind of administration. That's what was going in my mind, but this one went over. She can't, though, at 40 and looking like that. What exactly is she supposed to be promoting? Aristocracy? Give me a break. Most people don't even understand monarchy. It's a whole different ballgame. But okay. There's one comment under it. Okay, exactly. None give a crap about aristocracy anymore. In fact, people outright despises them. Oh my God. It is very clear Emma is trying... Oh, let me pause this. I don't want to get flagged. It's very clear Emma is trying to break into America and she's latching onto Serena to do it. I hope someone has had a sense to tell Serena that Emma follows trolls account that target Meghan. You know, you have to understand sometimes. I'm pretty sure Serena knows. However, due to business, there's that front you have to put. All right? There's that front you have to put. So I'm pretty sure that kind of sentiment, the kind of friendship Meghan has with Serena is a different ballgame if this is what exactly is happening. Okay? Might be a business level only, but no personal, where they will go to each other's house and just hang out or something like that. All right, so that's what I get from that. Serena, the Williams sisters are not fools, okay? What other loser? I doubt that Meghan even knows who she is. No one in America does. She will never be as famous as Meghan. That first comment is it's gold. It had me cracking up. All right, let's go to the next tweet. So there's this here talking about Russell Brand. Is that the... No, did I put the wrong... Okay. But wait, Andrew Pierce, you said Russell Brand was your hero after 4 women accused of sexual assault, and you were also accused of it allegedly, so I'm confused. Can you stand Meghan, or is it that you can't stand yourself? Russell Brand, I've been know of him since, I would say, late or mid-90s, early 2000. He used to be on MTV. I couldn't stand him for some reason. But then something had happened. I saw him on his YouTube channel. He was going to a pantry. I think I report on it. About 2 or 3 years ago. I report on it, and it crossed my mind. I was like, why all of a sudden he's going to pantry doing charitable work and all of that? I started getting a little bit suspicious because the kind of lifestyle that I thought, okay, I'm not going to even say what I thought his lifestyle was. It just didn't match up to me. I started questioning it. And then one day in one of his YouTube channel, he started talking BS. I was like, okay, that's it. I unsubscribed to his channel. When I saw him went to that charity, that pantry in the UK, I subscribed and I wanted to know more about it. And then he lured me in. I started watching and he started going on rants and nonsense, and I unsubscribed. So let's see what he has to say here.
Now let's talk about that woman, Meghan Markle.
Oh,
that woman?
I know.
Shared unseen photographs of Prince Archie to mark his 7th birthday. You must be thrilled.
Delighted, Andrew. This one's actually quite sweet. This is Prince Harry we're looking at with baby Archie on his chest with a little, blanket on him. And I will point out that a lot of men do these pictures now with their tops off. He's kept his top on, so we can be thankful for that, Andrew. He's not that attention-seeking.
No.
Andrew Pierce, aren't you the same guy who said that Russell Brand is your hero after he was accused by multiple women of SA? Also, wait a minute. Haven't you been accused of SA, allegedly? When I tell you there's nothing like a old decrepit queen who's still trying to regain their youth by rocking blonde tips in their salt and pepper hair. But I digress. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Prince Dre, known as Still Prince Dre, and I am back. You know, I've been away trying to balance a schedule that's appropriate for my job, my content, and all other things I'm trying to do in my life. And still, it's the same BS within the royal world. Meghan can even make a post about celebrating her own son's 7th birthday without it being turned into something cynical.
Yeah, she knows who she posted it for her fan, all right? Her niche. We know that. The Sussex squad were very happy about it. But the others, they seem like something in their brain is removed where they have no self-control of not to click on things they don't like. But the Sussex squad did enjoy it.
She got accused of monetizing on posting her kids when... How? Please. How? But to be honest, even when I hear that, and when I hear from those UK reporters, it's more so them complaining that they can't monetize off her kids. Because I don't know how you have the balls to tell a parent when they can post their kids on their own social media page. It's at their own discretion. And again, she didn't ask for privacy, as much as y'all want to put that out there. Same old BS, same old crap, but we are back. The Duke of Receipts is back.
I see some of the comments. Okay, I'm not gonna go over that again. Are you surprised? This man was abandoned as a child and still traumatized. He hates Meghan because she is a great mother to her babies, something he's never felt on the receiving end. Hurt people. Diabolical, deplorable, That's third, in my humble opinion. Andrew Pierce is no journalist. He is an opinion maker. That's a good way of putting it. Opinion maker. He clearly showed his own hand when he states that he can't stand Meghan. He is a biased, racist, and hate mongers. The idiot is shameful. Thanks God, Meghan and Harry don't give a F. All right, a lot of men loathing women. Welcome back. There's all of that. Let's go to the next tweet. Oh, I'm already 36 minutes, so this video might have part 1 and part 2. I'm almost done. Alright, so there's this here. The Daily Mail cannot decide whether Meghan Sussex is isolated or protected by Hollywood power players. So what is that? The Daily Mail cannot... Oh, it actually saying that. That's the headline. They're crazy. Alright, they tag Daily Mail, all of them associate with Daily Mail, or monetizing of Meghan Sussex 24/7, 365 days. That is not journalism. That is stalking, which is a criminal offense in the US, UK, and Australia. Unfortunately, at UN, the EU, and the rest of the world has not diligently addressed such abuse. And this time, the way, especially with the US, is going, nah, nothing is gonna be done until the Americans fight back. I won't trust a single thing the Daily Mail publishes about Meghan. They have vilified and victimized this woman that I actually find it horrendous. The level of hatred toward this woman is insane. Do you guys see what is going on? It's like we try to destroy her, yet she's thriving. She must be protected by higher powers. Let's write about these women and see if anything sticks. They are wondering how. Our prayers, the squad will be throwing prayers. It's scary to think that there are adults who believe all of this stuff without questioning the many contradictions, or whether or not she's on the verge of bankruptcy. There's the laugh here. Yep, they fell out. Jamie Ken Lima and Victoria Jackson. Can't imagine why. All right, let's go to the next one. Next tweet. Alright, so this is a tweet that I skipped by accident. So since I have the time, let me record it and insert it instead of putting in the next video. Alright, the British press royal rights are beyond ridiculous. Once again, there's the laugh here, changing their narrative. Yesterday, all articles were how all powerful people were against Meghan. After Kris Jenner posted Meghan thanking her for her as ever gifts, now it's how powerful women plotted to help Meghan. LOL. SP bipolar. Okay, let's see here. This is Daily Fail. The 4 powerful women who won't let Meghan fail and their secret plot for her future. My God. Meetings, interventions, and access. Dominic Hines reveal hidden network protecting Duchess Harry's role and price they desperately want. Oh my God. The narrative around the Sussexes changed with such blinding speed that I am getting a headache. What is wrong with these people? Pray for Harry and Meghan. The devils are out in full force. Yeah, especially the way the US is moving. It's like they're following Harry into the US. That's what I see they did here. They sent their dogs over here in the US. I mean, they've been at it, but once Harry and Meghan move over here, it's like they sent... God help us. Just God help us. It's unbelievable. Okay, at this point, Daily Fail just made up stories for clicks, toxic British media, the Daily Mail dangerous obsession with Meghan, the paper's malice toward the Duchess of Sussex is boundless, and its stories about her are entirely in bad faith. Why does it do it? The answer is depressingly simple. My goodness, these people are miserable. We just need to pray. Pray. Let's hope the rest of the United States is seeing what the country is turning into, and then focus on what's good for the country as a whole. And then this evil will go. British flying monkey, royal voter do lies, first by publishing propaganda, then change course after being proven liars. Wait until the voter finally figure out why their books, crazy articles fell while hurting their precious monarchy, left behind no longer draw a big crowd. The British press is made up of the dumbest people who fell in journalism and diverted to gossip to pay their rent. After this, that's said. The 4 powerful women who won't let Meghan fail and their secret plot for her future. This Daily Mail piece was written to diminish all of Meghan's success and to attribute to others. We'll see what happened. I mean, the thing that Meghan is doing right now with As Ever, it's huge. It's huge. People who's well-minded will understand. I don't even know what to say anymore. These people are beyond comprehension. I have 4 more on the list. Is it 4 or 5? All right. Whoever the Sussex's spokesperson is, I'm loving their I don't give a F energy. I hope they never stop dragging the losers who call themselves royal reporters. Keep exposing the incompetence, the made-up sources, and the constant unseriousness. It's a long overdue. All right. What is this about? This was posted yesterday. A spokesperson for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex told Newsweek, quote, the unnamed sources once again doing a lot of very heavy lifting in this report. If they had any faith or evidence to back up what they allege, I don't understand why they won't just go on the record with such claims. Still, I suppose it makes writing a lot easier for Mr. Wickford when you don't have an editor standing over you asking you to evidence it or stand it up. 100%. This is true. The British mafia media, PR propaganda machine, is reaching new low. Their main job is to deflect from the elephant in the room. You can defend the undefensible. There's that. After these two, that's it. Bottom up. Why will a spokesperson for Harry and Meghan speaks to Newsweek about their finances? And unless it's their account, I doubt this strongly. F it. I'm calling it flat out and outlie. Agree. I hope that every future response hammers home that 99% of these false anti-Sussex narratives rely upon unnamed, unverifiable sources. I also love the snarky call out, read the writer's employability and lack of ethics. These people don't care. You see the direction the US is going? Until there's a stop put to it, then that will change. But other than that, this is the thing Heavy was going through with these people. He cannot fight these people alone. All right, wider shot of 2 university visits. One was unannounced with no time giving, plus an onslaught of negative media coverage beforehand. The other was unannounced, positively promoted, and the time was given out in advance. That's all. This is Harry and Meghan in Australia. This is Kate and wherever she went. Even if you were to squeeze all these people, they're probably just security. You squeeze them together in one area, they will not make a portion of the group that waiting for Harry and Meghan. Strange, we were told with absolutely certainty that it's not the persons that draw the crowd, it's the title. Kate was looking around as she was walking to find people she could wave to. It was so pathetic in my opinion. Indeed, I don't know if I shared that video with you, but I saw it. This one of Kate. I might have, because I remember reading a tweet where somebody was talking about her waist. Alright, the monarchists really did get the air they deserve. A violent thug who only interest seems to be traveling the world for football, playing video games, sleeping all day, and taking endless holidays. 13 seconds.
He's in the forefront now. Look at that. That's brilliant, isn't it? I think I just saw him utter the words arise, Sir Evan.
Oh my God.
He's in the forefront.
Busy doing nothing. There's me here about an hour ago. That too can be tiring. Just saying. He is unhappy at work but happy in the football stadium. Maniacally happy. It's so weird. It's a shame he was born first because he would have been much happier as the spare. He's not suited to be king and he doesn't want to be. That's why he hates Harry so much he escaped. I don't know. He hates everything. He wants everything for himself. When is he going to hug Kate like that? Instead of accepting that, the UK Crown family and media lie and plot against the only hardworking and honorable man ever from that cursed bloodline. They are willing to lie to protect other members of the family, but are not willing to tell the truth to protect me and my husband, Meghan. Alright, next tweet. I have one more. Right, so there's that. Same day, the first one is almost 100 years old. He turned up to work to support his 77-year-old cancer-stricken relative. The other one is in his 40s, had more important personal things to do, there's a slap in the face, than supporting his 77-year-old cancer-stricken father, there's a slap in the face again. Working isn't among the future king's priorities. Peasants better get used to that now. Work shy. Alright, I'm sure he thinks that he looks passionate and interesting. He looks like a lunatic. The fact he isn't even the slightest bothered, lol. Yeah, he doesn't care. That part. He could have gone to support Charles, then go to his football game, but no. They had to wheel out the 100-year-old Duke of Kent. Absolutely shameless. Exactly. Absolutely shameful. Isn't it? Yep. Working isn't his thing. This is my last one. I think there's more comment, but let's move on. My last one. Oh, it's already 4:30. So there's this here. The whole article is just them commenting. End quote. Harry. 45 seconds. Alright, the comments. Okay, 3 comments. You, the so-called royal journalist, keep telling on yourself. There's the laugh. I love this guy. Simple as that. Alright, so let's listen and then that'll be it.
It makes no sense for me to be able to expose and uncover all of this practice, this toxic relationship between the palace and the press, if I know that someone else in my family is going to be the next target. Because if it's not Meghan and I, it's going to be someone else.
When you were still in the family, were you aware of specific instances when this was happening with the complicity of the palace?
Yeah, it got to the point where every unnamed source, palace insider, senior palace source, everybody was quoted, and then at the bottom it would say, the palace declined to comment. It's like, right, but the whole article is them commenting. And even today they're doing the same thing. So I don't know what to say at this point, apart from you keep telling on yourselves. It makes no sense.
So it's playing again. Alright, so that is it. This is something I'm uploading. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching.